I'm only allowed one trade today, and because we're on phase 2, every decision matters. If I lose on this trade, I'm done for the day. But if I win, we're a step closer to getting funded. Right, so this is the trade I have on GBP USD right now. So we are holding shorts, and I'll make almost half of what I need to make. So the moment it breaks this low, I'm placing my break even, and it'll be a risk-free trade. And then basically whatever I make from here will be fine. It doesn't matter. And then on gold, I saw this setup, but I didn't enter. I was just letting it play out. I just wanted to see how it does as well, because I was looking for a short right at this point of interest, the gray box that you see right there. But then the reason I placed a buy on my trading view is because I noticed that I literally just read this by head. I saw buy side liquidity right there, and then I saw sell side as well. It didn't break the previous high, but it attempted to do so, as you can see if I zoom in closely. So you can see that, and then I was like, all right, so buy side and sell side liquidity was swept. So the market is literally interested in going to buy side liquidity as well. If I have, like, since I didn't enter, right, I can literally just wait for a retracement back into this zone as well with a fair value gap right there, so I can continue the drop, the long from there as well. Now if you go back on GBP USD, the reason I entered on GBP USD, initially I was waiting to sell from this in point of interest. Take a look at this. I was waiting to sell from right there, but then as I was waiting and I was scaling down on lower time frames, right, I noticed, I was like, wait, these are point of interest, and the market is basically sweeping and changing character right there, sweeping liquidity and changing character. So I wanted to see exactly what it was interested in doing. So I went down on lower time frames. I'm on the 15-minute time frame right there, and you can see that these are point of interest that the market respected. Furthermore, the market tried to drop from right here, and then it caught sellers, right? Came back to sell, sweep liquidity, made a drop with an impulse, fair value gap with the order block. My break even is right there. So I think my break even is at the right spot. And so this is the trade that I'm waiting for. So we just need about a 1:3. It won't be the complete amount we need to move on to the next step, but it will put us in profit with a good chunk of amount. You understand? So we'll be up about 3 times, and we need about 5%. So we'll be up 3%, which is good. We'll need like one more trade after that, and then we should be good, man. And today is Monday, so we're in a good start. So as I'm waiting for my break even to finally get hit, thank you guys for hitting 600 subscribers, bro. We've done it. So like I said, we need to reach, come on, let's reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of March. So we have about 1 month to go. All right, 2 months actually. So 1,000 subscribers before March, bro. So let's get into it. So here, right here, my break even just got hit beautifully. It was a beautiful snap, as you can see. We sniped it beautifully. My break even just got hit, and then moving on to higher time frames just to make sure the break even is in the right space. We can see that the moment it breaks below here, this becomes another block, and then we are fine. And then going again on the 1 hour time frame, I doubt that it's going to retrace all the way to my break even right there. So I'm going to place break even and hold this trade and see how it does. But I would have loved to see a break with the body right here and it leaving a fair value gap. So I want this candle to close. It's closing in about 9 minutes. So hopefully it leaves this fair value gap. This fair value gap stays and it goes ahead and breaks with the body. Then that'll be a beautiful break even to start with. Like how it's dropping right now. It's a beautiful drop. So I'm just waiting for this candle to close, and I would love if it closes either below my line or below the body of that low. Do you see? It'll be a beautiful thing if it does that, man. We'll know for sure we are interested in hitting our TP. I was in a bit of a conflict of where actually to place my take profit, but I just targeted a 1:3, right? But as you can see, if we are from that high, we have to hit this low. We have to hit this low. So I did not find anything from this leg right here to say it might be a potential thing to push the market back to the upside. I don't really see it. All these lows look like liquidity to me as well. Right here, this is just a big imbalance to be filled, man. This demands a correction. Literally, it demands a correction. So I'm just gonna wait, and then we'll see at 1:3 how I'm gonna do it. But now it really doesn't matter because I already placed break even on my fund, on my account. So let me actually do it here as well. So I already placed break even, so nothing else matters right now. This trade is literally how it has to be. I was interested in long in gold, right? But I didn't like, because on gold I would have had to risk way more than I did on GBP USD. But if it does manage to retrace back into this fair value gap that I was talking about earlier, and then now my stop loss is now here, right? If it does manage to retrace back into this level, I will be interested in long in gold, and it will be a beautiful 1:3 as well. So when it gets there, we'll go ahead and communicate about it. But like I mentioned, this was my buy side liquidity, buy side, and then sell side. Now for perspective, right, I entered this short literally at 1%, the drop. It was negative 1% drop. And as you can see right now, sniped it beautifully, and it's moving, and we're at a drop of 18% right now. So we literally caught it from like the new days open, and it's been dropping since. The beautiful catch, man. Literally straight catch and straight drop. That was so nice. So I just wanted to hit my take profit, and we should be good after that. But for gold, we just have to wait for this retracement. For perspective, right, this trade hits take profit today, we should be good, and then tomorrow we'll look for more trades, because this week on today we don't have any fundamental news. So we have news from Tuesday all the way until Friday. But on Wednesday we have the strongest news. Wednesday we have NFP, Friday we have CPI. Last Friday nothing happened, because I think the bank holiday, it wasn't exactly a bank holiday, but the holidays that were those holidays that were happening in the US contributed to the markets not moving very much, because just the previous week on Sunday it was the Super Bowl. So I'm sure that's the reason they didn't make the markets move. So they've rescheduled the fundamental NFP on Wednesday. So it's going to be on Wednesday, and then Friday CPI, which is going to be the craziest week possible. So right now we actually don't need much to move forward on this challenge. We only need about $250, and then we are on to the funded stage. All right, right now I'm at break even. This trade has nothing to do with me now anymore. So if it does hit break even, it is what it is. I entered when the market was very mature for my entry. Break even when the market was very mature for break even. So right now we just need to let it play out. It's retracing up right now, but I'm not really concerned. Why? Because I'm at break even. So I will be interested in looking forward in what gold wants to do. It's pushing up forward as well. So if it does retrace back into the order block with the fair value gap that I showed you guys, it will be a beautiful thing, and then I should be able to enter from right there, and then we see how much we can make from it. So obviously we'll be targeting a 1:3 as well, and from those two trades we should be nearing $250. I'm sure we should be nearing about 250, and then we move forward from there, man. It wants to approach my break even now. Like I mentioned, that we needed a break below here, either the body or this week. We needed a break with the body, but we didn't get it. So that leaves the market a little bit indecisive. It actually could reverse all the way back up, but yeah, we're just gonna leave it, man. If it does so, I guess that should be it then. But it does look on the 5 minute, it's at a place where we could potentially say them it could drop. I mean, we have a beautiful imbalance right there, resistance, this order block right there. So it could, but it doesn't look very strong. It's going back up, bro. Another thing that could happen, maybe, because this usually happens at break even, it could actually just make a complete reversal to break even, come back down, get a second entry, then drop. You see, this is another possibility as well. But for that, for me to enter, the market would have had to do this, sweep this high, get down, break my previous low where I wanted to put break even, and then get a second entry right there. But if not, I'm not going to enter a second entry or try to short GBP USD anymore. Another thing is, this setup could be very well valid, but because of moving break even now, it'll be like, hey man, I should have just moved break even all at once, or I should have not done this. But as you can see, it's interested in moving upward, and I guess this is the support. This is where it's getting its bullish pressure. So we could actually just enter bullish, because we can see that this was buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. So if our break even gets hit, I'll be interested in longing this market, trust me, and obviously targeting this high, and then this will be the place to sell GBP USD. But right now, we are not in a good position, man. We are not in a good position, so rather just leave it, and then hit break even, breaks above this high, we enter the inverse that we'll have right at this low, if it doesn't continue to go to the downside. So let's see. All right, so my break even just got hit right there. So what I'm interested in right now is the market retracing back into this fair value gap. So let me remove this order right there, because evidently it wants to buy, so let's follow it. Okay, so our break even got hit. That's all right. Here's what we are going to do. We are going to enter on this fair value gap right here. Let's hope it retraces and it doesn't leave us out. Okay, so let's say AVG. We don't need a confirmation. The moment it just retraces back into here, we are golden, bro. My stop can be at this low. So like this. Can it give us a 1:3? All right, we're good. Let's just wait for the market to retrace back into that, and then we should be able to catch a trade. And then on gold, it's not retracing whatsoever. It's continuing to push upward. So I'll just leave this and close this because I didn't enter on my account. It happens, man. It happens. So let's see on the 1 hour what we have. It's gonna sell very soon, trust me. It's gonna do that very soon. I see it. Okay, back here. Let's just wait for a retracement now. That's the only thing we need, and this will be our final trade. I enter again right here. I'm not trading again today, so like this and like that. And for me to enter this trade, it has to retrace back into this zone before coming above here. That's what has to happen. So let's just wait for the trade to play out and let's see. Okay, so my break even got hit, and I said since it did break even, we are going to be looking for buys, right? On the 15-minute time frame, we did get the buy that we need right there. We did get a point of interest, which is this fair value gap, stop loss at the low. But then now I don't feel like entering anymore, because as well my setup for shorts has not been invalidated. I mean, because this point of interest for buying, right, the market came into it already and the market bought. So thinking that the market will buy again from this point, I don't know, man. It is a possible thing, but I'm just not comfortable with it anymore, because the market could actually just drop from where it is and then do what I intended for it to do. Because nah, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. Imagine selling from this when we have a 4-hour point of interest. From this, nah, it's fine. I'll rather sit it out. Buying, and then for buying as well, the reason I'm saying I'm not going to buy, what if my setup gets respected? The first setup I had, and then now I'll lose instead of making money, and my 1 hour looks the way I would like my 1 hour to look if I'm waiting for a short. right? So I know I'd rather just sit this one out, gents. So see you guys tomorrow. Gold, I'm no longer seeing this buy getting respected either, because we had this buy that we had spoken about earlier, that the market is swept buy side, sell side, and right at this high, right at this order block right here, that is where we are waiting for retracement to look for bullishness. I don't know anymore, man. I'm not going to be participating in that anymore. I don't know. Selling at this market doesn't look very nice. The selling momentum is not there yet, because what do we have here to say, okay, we are selling? However, the market is obviously bullish in this case. We are seeing that the market is interested in buying as well. It's making higher lows, and what is this? Yeah, something like this setup. So what I'll just do is just wait for a proper breakout. Not like I'm trading breakouts right now. I'm just saying, like, if we are just using technical to actually see what we're interested in, I'd rather just wait for this market to play out. Tuesday we have news. Today we don't have news. So even if the market moves, it'll barely do anything. All right. So, and then on GBP USD, still is not retraced back into my buy zone, but still the first bias that I hit, that I was interested in shorts, has not been disrespected. So what if the market drops? And I see it right now, we have almost every possibility that the market could buy, but this could be a trap. Very much could be. Although we can see that it was sell-side liquidity being respected. Man, I don't know. I mean, I'm conflicted right now. I very much am, man. So, let's see. So what I'm going to be doing today, gents, I'm not going to be trading. Today is Monday, so I'm no longer going to be trading. We're at break even for the day. So that has to be it for today, man. I don't want to enter into GBP USD anymore, because I already placed break even, and my selling trade has not been taken out technically, because if I didn't put break even, I would still be in the trade, negative or win, it doesn't matter. But the point is, we would have still been in the trade. So putting break even is like, I'm not trusting my strategy, so I don't want to go back into that system anymore. All right, so next time we are not putting break evens just immediately. Well, putting break even this time, it was a good idea for us to see, okay, the market could be interested in longs, but just because my bias for the day at first was not respected, I'd rather just stick to that bias. Even though I'm no longer in the trade, it doesn't matter. The trade has to play out however it wants. Gold as well. Gold is not very yet mature for what I want it to do. All right, so I'm going to sit out today. We're at break even for the day. We're going into profit for about 0.5%, and that ain't much anyway. So comment, like, and subscribe, man. See you tomorrow.